Hello friends, today we are going to study Australia. First of all, we have to understand the word Australia. Australia means south, and this continent is entirely located in southern hemisphere. Australia having 6 states. If you look at this map, you'll find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. But in some books you'll find 8 states. Don't worry, I'm talking about 6 states in mainland Australia. And if you see the capitals, let's start with this Western Australia. This is Western Australia and capital is Perth. And this one is your Northern Territory. Capital is Darwin. Darwin. And this one is Southern Australia or Southern Territory, you can say South Australia. And the capital is here located Adelaide. And here is you'll find Queensland and the capital is this is Queensland and this is capital you can say Brisbane, and this one is called New South Wales and the capital is Sydney. So Sydney is here, and this one this one Victoria capital is Melbourne. How to memorize this? Actually, you people may be thinking, what is the capital of entire Australia? Actually, entire Australia capital is Canberra. 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 How to memorize this? There is one formula you can memorize. BSc, MA, PhD. You see, if you see this, then you will find this wala B is Brisbane and S is Sydney, C is Canberra, M is Melbourne, which is the former capital of Australia. Now it is Canberra. A is Adelaide, which is the capital of South Australia, and this one is Perth. This is D, Darwin, and this H is capital of Tasmania. This is actually Tasmania, and the capital is Hobart. Hobart. So the question comes to our mind. Actually, Australia is separated from Australia is separated from this Tasmania by one strait, water channel, that is known as actually Bass Strait. Bass Strait. And why it is Bass Strait? Because one person came to Australia, and this strait was named after him, Bass Strait. Now we are going to learn who discovered this beautiful continent, Australia. Actually, this was discovered by James Cook. James Cook. Captain James Cook in 1770 discovered this Australia. So simply you can understand this is Cook. And Cook Strait is named after this person, Captain James Cook. If you see Australia, then you will find here one point. This wala person is actually one strait named after this person Cook, and this is called New Zealand. The first part is called North Island, and the second part is called South Island, and it is separated by one strait, Cook Strait, so named after this person Cook. Anyway, we are going to discuss the physical part of Australia right now. If you look at this continent, you'll find it is divided into three parts, three physical division or physiological division. You'll find one is this wala portion. This is actually known as Western Plateau, and this wala portion you'll find as your central lowlands, and this wala portion is known as Eastern Highlands. Let's discuss in details. First of all, you have to understand actually, first of all, you have to understand that in this western portion, there are number of deserts, and the Great Victoria Desert is the largest one. So Great Victoria Desert is the largest desert. Apart from this, there are several deserts. You can say Gibson Desert, Simpson Desert, and also you can say Stuart Stony Desert, Stuart Stony Desert. So number of deserts you'll find in this western part. And in this area, you'll find three rivers, and these rivers are Mitchell, Gilbert, and you can say also Flinders. Three rivers, all these three rivers are draining to Gulf of Carpentaria. This is known as Gulf of Carpentaria. All these three rivers are flowing to Gulf of Carpentaria. Now we are going to discuss the longest river of Australia. The longest river of Australia you'll find in this area, and the longest river is Murray. Murray is the longest river of Australia, and its tributary Darling is the second longest river of Australia. Let's very clearly here. In this portion, three rivers you'll find they're moving or falling in this area. This is called Gulf of Carpentaria. And in this area, there are two rivers. One is Murray, another is Darling, which is a tributary of Murray River. So Murray is the longest river of Australia. And I have already explained this is New Zealand, and here is one water channel or water body, Cook Strait. What is strait? Strait means narrow water body separating two land mass. For example, here this is North Island and South Island, that is New Zealand. And here is one strait called Bass Strait. So Bass Strait. So you have to remember two important straits in Australia. One is Bass Strait that separates Tasmania from mainland Australia, and here Cook Strait that separates North Island of New Zealand from that South Island of New Zealand. And I have already explained this is Western Australia, this is Northern Territory, this is South Australia, and this is Queensland, New South Wales, and this is Victoria. Now we are going to discuss why it is called island. It's very simple. This is surrounded by water from all sides. If you see this, this is surrounded by water from all sides. This is why this is called island. Very simple. And this is also called island country, continent, and it is the smallest continent in the world. More particularly, the sixth largest continent in the world. And the national game is cricket. Cricket. Now we are going to discuss certain animals of Australia. You see, in Australia we have kangaroo. Kangaroo is the national animal of Australia. Apart from kangaroo, we have koala, dingo. One type of dog you will find dingo. So please remember koala, dingo, and kangaroo. All these animals are found especially in Australia. Now we are going to discuss the lakes of Australia. Please remember Lake Erie. Lake Erie is the largest lake of Australia, and this is located here in this portion, Erie Lake. And apart from Erie Lake, we have also many lakes, like you can say here you'll find Disappointment Lake, Disappointment Lake. Many lakes are there, but first of all, you have to remember this portion, Erie Lake, which is the also deepest lake of Australia. It is also deepest lake and the largest lake, or deepest point on the surface of Australia. Now we are going to discuss one important fact that if you look at Australia, there is one line passing exactly in the middle of this continent, Australia, that is Tropic of Capricorn. So Tropic of Capricorn passes entirely in the middle of Australia, which separates Australia into two equal halves. And here you will find one mountain range called Great Dividing Range. So Great Dividing Range is the largest mountain range of Australia. The highest peak is Mount Kosciuszko. Mount Kosciuszko is the highest peak of Australia. Now we are going to discuss the mining cities of Australia. So cities. Mining cities of Australia. Now we are going to discuss gold is found in Kalgoorlie, Kalgoorlie, and iron is found in Mount Tom Price, Mount Tom Price, and petroleum is found in Gippsland. This is one important information. And bauxite. Bauxite is found in Cape York Peninsula. Cape York Peninsula. Where is this Cape York Peninsula? Here. In this area, bauxite is found, and in this area actually, you can say gold is found. And please remember one important information. If you see the physical Australia, you'll find in this central portion one thing Alice Spring, Alice, Alice Spring. Alice Spring is the single monolithic rock found in the world, and that's only found in Australia. Alice Spring. Now we are going to discuss one part of Australia or Oceania, that is New Zealand. And here is New Zealand. You people know that New Zealand is part of Oceania, and it is separated from Australia by Tasmania Sea. And if you see, suppose this is Australia, then it is separated from New Zealand by Tasman Sea. Tasman Sea. It is named after a person, Tasman. Anyway, I have already explained this one is called Cook Strait. Cook Strait. Here is one important information for all of you. Lake Taupo is found in North Island or northern part of New Zealand, and which is the largest lake. So Lake Taupo is the largest lake of New Zealand. Like that of Erie Lake is the largest lake of Australia. And the former capital of this New Zealand was Auckland, which is even today the largest city of New Zealand. And present capital is your Wellington. Please remember, Wellington is southernmost capital of the world. Southernmost capital of the world. That means after this Wellington, no capital you'll find in the southern part. Mostly it is the southern part, and it is the southernmost capital city of the world. And you have to remember another thing, that Mount Cook is the highest mountain range or mount peak of New Zealand. So this is all about Australia. Thank you very much. Thank you.